that's enough of a teaser. If you guys want to watch me make this from scratch, we're going to be making some music and showing the entire process. You guys know what to do if you like this stuff, so I don't need to tell you. Anyway, let's get into this. Got a couple instances of contact I'm going to pop in here. I'm loving the sounds of modular icons. I found a patch that I'm just loving. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna do my really basic trick of just wrong button. Copy. Let's go down here, paste. Bring it in, and I'm just going to take just that bass line. So let's remove those parts, just our bass lines, and let's play with another preset. Let's try retro synth here in Logic. So if you have Logic and no other plugins, you can play this, or you can use this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put on arpeggiator. So mine by default is going to have this grid mode turned on, and this doesn't change anything about the plugin. I'm feeling it kind of like a dun 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 dun, kind of a, let's see, what key was I playing in? Okay, there's that. Now let's get in here and kind of craft that sound a little bit. I want more of a blippy bass line because I'm going to be arpeggiating that. Let's raise that up a little bit, bring it up over. So here's the filter opening up a little bit further. I'm going to bring down the filter envelope right here. So I'll bring that down. And I'm hearing it much more blippy, so I'm going to take that decay, let's bring that down a hair. Less than 100 milliseconds probably. Okay, there's that. So let's hear that in context. A little bit of sound design right there. Really, really not a whole lot going on. Okay, let's raise that up an octave because that's... I'm not loving the sound of that. Let's bring this octave back up. And actually, let's move that up there. Plus an octave, but just a little bit of it. So the catch right here that I need to tune up and tie down a little bit. So let's go ahead. I'm going to remove this second part so I can fine tune this right here. Zoom in. Okay, quantization looks good. Everything is really nice and tidy. Turn the volume down of everything because that's pretty loud. So let's change this chord progression a tad. So the nice part, I can probably highlight all these and get in here and just... There we go. So in here. So let's change that to a 4/5. That's a 1/3. 4/5, 1. There we go. This will go down to a 6. Let's hear that. Okay, I like that bass line much better, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Let's copy this over. Copy that. There you go. What's going on? There you go. Bring that down. Let's copy this, bring it down. Remove everything that's not a bass line, because it's gonna be playing bass parts. There you go. Command J to join. Let's Command K. Command J. Command J to join. Okay, so we have a descending bass line right there. There you go. I like that. So let's go ahead and remove these upper notes. I don't need them. Those are gone. So there's our bass line. That's good. Let's go ahead and I'm going to kind of kick my feet up and get into the zone. Got my coffee and I got a water when I'm done with my coffee so I can get that taste out of my mouth. Okay, very repetitive, very simple. Let's add some stuff. So, meh. Okay, so I have a default patch for Ultra Beat, and it's I like the sounds. So just a variety of really, really washed out, reverbed sounds. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, very simple. Let's go ahead and kind of clean that up. I like it. This is going to feel a little bit polished, robotic, automated. Quantized is kind of the word I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and hear this. I want to change that sample, though. I love that. Very nice. And this sample actually sounds really good live as well, in playing live performances. I got a buddy that uses an SPD as a drummer, which I think it sounds fantastic. Okay, let's take that last hit, make it a drum beat, or a kick drum. So, simple. Let's move on to the next chunk. So I'm just noticing, I don't think these are all lined up. Yeah. Let's go ahead and highlight all. This is a cool little trick that I use sometimes. MIDI transform, quantize note length, and let's go ahead and make it to the nearest subdivision. There you go. So now all my notes will be rounded off to the nearest blank. These will all be the same. So let's go ahead, do the same thing here. Quantize note length. Boom. Just really helps keep things nice and tidy. Let's do down to the 5, then down to 1/3. Let's duplicate this. This will be no ARP. So let's just turn this off. Very nice. I like that. Sounds pretty good so far. Let's keep on rolling. So I'm going to save that for later. That art base might come in later. I might bring that in. Okay, turn all the solos off. Add another channel. I'm hearing a higher pitched, almost like a Rhodes Contact, A200, Breakfast in New York. Turn on the inserts, turn off chorus. And let's see what that sounds like if I put an arpeggiator, 16th notes. Let's go up an octave range. Other than that. So I got to remember the chord progression for the most part. 1, 2, 3. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and take that. And what I will do, open that up. I'm liking, extend that. So I forgot I was looping it. So that I'm going to have to unpack this and then just bring them over. Don't want to flatten. So I'm going to take those. Command J, join. Yes, include the regions. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I'm going to have to cut this measure 5. They're the same measure. There you go. Rejoin. I love this so much. It's a nice little bit of movement that's I can kind of bring in or fade in. So let's play some reverb on top of that. Add some reverb onto this. And that's actually a lot of things going on. So I think a very light amount of let's try tape delay. Tape delay. So I want it to kind of fill space. So what I'm going to do is actually not time sync it. I'm not going to tempo sync. I want to get a rough estimate. So I'm going to do dotted eighth, unsync, and then just like slightly deviate it. I like that a lot. It's just, I'm trying to get away from the tempo synced everything. Okay, that sounds good so far. Let's go ahead and add some compressors. I wanna really sync that up and sidechain it. So I'm gonna duplicate this, bring that down. Alt drag, Alt Option drag. And let's go ahead. This will be our claps or snaps, and this will be our bass. So I have my bass right here, my kick drum, I should say. And let's go back to our compressor. That is instrument 6. I'll just title it kick and snaps. So I'm going to use the kick to activate the compressor on my compressor for that channel. So let's go to instrument, kick, sidechain, peak. This is a loud sample, so I know it's not going to need a whole lot of a low threshold. So let's hear that in context with okay, let's do the same thing. Let's add that. Let's add that compressor on top of that no ARP bass. Hopefully everything came in. Yeah, instruments already. So I'm going to change this a little bit. I want to turn that off to auto and have a little bit of a higher release time. slower attack. And again, let's go ahead and do that one more time. This is going to give it a lot of dynamic punch and really kind of push that side chain a little bit further. So let's go ahead and jump in there. Let's adjust this to taste. Bring back that sample a little bit. It's got a lot of punch, which will sadly affect a little bit of my side chain, although I can fix that later. I really like that. That sounds really, really neat. I've been kind of a sucker for, where is it? Cloud Supply. I did a recent video of that, going through all of my favorite presets, and there was one that I was blown away. I loved it a ton. It's beyond splits, I think. It's got a very nice kind of Stranger Things sound. And let's just hear that soloed. Oh, idea. Let's go ahead and try this. Let's take this up here and raise it an octave. It's already got a lot of like frequency range in that with the ARP. Although this is really nice. First thing, in addition to that, let's add depth. Let's add width stereo-wise. I'm going to go ahead and pan these hard left, hard right. Let's go ahead and back out of this and hear it and play it in recording. But that pitch bend adds a little bit of character to that. Up an octave you go. That works for now. Let's go ahead and cut that, remove. And by itself. I want a little bit of reversed delay, which I can get by tossing on the delay pedal, syncing. So let's just hear these. I like that a lot. It's uplifting. I mean, it really is. And let's go ahead and make it a tape delay saturation. That's a nice growl. I like that. Cool. Hear that in context. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's arrange this just a tad. So I'm liking this. Create MIDI region. Here's a fun little trick for you. You go ahead and just place a long, which note is that? There it is. I like doing this so I can mix each instrument or each part of the drum kit individually. Let's go. Drop. Drop it. Cool. And let's go ahead and remove that. Actually, let's copy this down. Pops will now be snaps. From the top, I'm going to loop that out. Shakers. There you go. Dotted eighth, reverse delay. Lead fill left, lead fill right. What I will do is actually route these both to a bus. Looks like bus 5 is wide open, so I'm going to go send that to bus 5. And what I'll do is put on a silver verb on that bus, get in here, and I will take that silver verb and automate the wet signal ratio or percentage, the mix. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to create new track from the bus. So this will be bus 5. Let's go ahead and drop it below those two. And what I can do now is go to automation, go in here and find silver verb, dry, let's go to wet. So wet signal. So we're currently sitting at 30%. What I can do now is actually bring that up to 100 and add an automation node and curve. So as it plays that last note, that mix climbs up pretty quickly, and the dry signal will actually climb down. So I'm going to go to dry, silver verb, dry. So it's by default 0. Let's go ahead and raise it to 100 because that's really how I'd like it to be. And the dry signal will actually go down once it hits there. There you go. Let's hear what that sounds like. I need a little bit of a noise generator just because I feel like it's a little bit stale. There's not a whole lot of depth or space. So let's go ahead and open up an instance of Massive. And in here, what I'm just going to do is turn off all these oscillators. Only thing I'm going to do is turn on the noise oscillator. So I like this because it's got a color knob, an amp knob. Let's go ahead and send it all to filter 1. Filter 1 will be a low pass. What I'm doing here is I want it to kind of open filter, and then as time goes on, it closes the filter. Let's do that. I like that. It sounds nice. Sip of coffee. Let's go in and effects 1. Let's do reverb. Effects 2. Let's do chorus. So what's happening here is I can by default set this up on an envelope. So envelope 4, I believe, is set up already for the output. Volume up, volume down further. So attack, decay, sustain, release. So there's really not a whole lot of sustain right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and map this out. Envelope 4 is adjusting the volume of the entire plugin as well as the color. So I'm going to start up right here, raise that up. So find the color I want it to end at. So let's double click this to zero it out. It's going to raise up. So the noise color is opening up, then following this path exactly. So if that's a long decay, I can bring that shorter or turn that down. A little bit long on the decay, so let's go right there. Nice. I will go ahead and add a MIDI region, bring it out to the extent of the entire loop, and all these notes are going to be the exact same pitch. So just pick one, bring it out, zoom out, extend it. What better thing to add than more sidechain? So let's go into here, drag it over. There you go. There, nice and easy. What I can do here is actually bounce in place. So I'm taking a copy of that, spitting it out as an audio file. And a neat little thing I can do here is now we have an audio file of just kind of a very light noise fade. I will go ahead and let's get in there a little bit closer. Go to File. There's a little itty bitty anchor right here. If I can actually get it, I can drag it around. This is where it's going to click to the grid here in Logic. So let's zoom out quite a bit. And I want it to line up, say, like to a downbeat. Zoom in, and now it's going to lock in exactly to a downbeat if I choose it to, or very close. In context, right here. Again, I can automate this. Okay, I'm gonna do a hard cut right there. There we go, nice and smooth. Again, here it is. Oh, let's play some guitar. Do I have an audio device chosen for it? Nope, there it is. I think I like that. It's simple. It does the job. It really it doesn't take away from what I'm already playing. So let's drop that volume. So let's drop it 10, 12 dB. I don't want it to be noticed, is kind of my thought. I don't want that to take away from anything else it's playing. So that's why it's just a simple part right there. Let's go flatten. Now, if I were to play something similar as well, but not necessarily palm muting, not, you know, that, we call it chugging, da, 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 da. Let's go ahead and try just very basic open chords. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be down lower in the mix. Okay, for the most part, I want to copy that. I don't want it. I really like my noodling over here, although it doesn't fit what my goal is with this. Let's add some more ambience. So I'm going to do just a simple swell, playing the 1. Something similar to this, just your basic ambient swells. 1, 2. I like that a lot, really. So I can take just one of these little swells. Let's just take that chunk right there, take it right here, and what I can do is actually Alt drag and stretch it as far as I want. Let's go length of 8 bars. So I want to take this, just kind of play around with it. Because this is really an additional piece that doesn't add a whole lot other than just some dimension and space. Let's just take that, remove the original, and we will reverse this. If I jump back out of that. Although you kind of have a cool, like, droney, it's just a really cool stretched out drone tone. What I'll do is I'll kind of chop off the front and back end of that and loop it. So here's that. Let's just loop this over and over and over. Let's just stop it right there. I want to see if I can leave it there. I'm just going to remove these chunks. Valhalla shimmer. A good drone usually has, I like to add a little bit of shimmer reverb. So let's just make it massive, absolutely huge. It's just going to be playing one tone, so why not? Here's the shimmer part. Feedback an octave up. I want to hear what that sounds like in context, so here we go. Let's add all of these drums into their own bus for the sake of just kind of mixing it and gluing them together. This is just saturation, so emulating an old vintage analog console. It's noticeably louder right now, and I can go back and fix that. Although, for the time being, create a track so I can show it up in my main window or my arrange window. It's a lot of body. I'm gonna go in and just add my routine low cuts. I kind of cleaned up a little bit of the frequencies I'm not using in those channels, so let's hear it. So it's just a cleaner sounding mix. Let's add a drum fill for that. Let's go ahead and open up Contact. And let's see what that sounds like if I were to smash it with a compressor. Okay, let's go to Space Designer instead. I'm just going to leave it at the default patch. Turn that down a little bit. And let's add Transient Master. Add sustain. A little bit more aggression to that. You know, I think this could sound pretty good. Let's compress it a little bit tighter. Transient Master after Space Designer. Okay, we're clipping there. So let's bring down our auto gain. There you go. Space Designer. Transient. Let's try that before. Yeah, that's good. There. Very tasty. I'm having a blast here. Zoom out. Current record time for unedited is 1 hour 45 minutes. Anything else I would do here? Probably. Let's go ahead. 2. Oh my goodness, I like this. One of these was a triplet, so let's unquantize. That sounds clunky. That's it. I found it. I have found it. Here we go. Let's mix this in from the very, very top. I like it. I like that. I'm going to save that. And that's a wrap. Anyway, if you guys like the stuff, let me know. I really do like doing this long form content stuff. These 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever this ends up being, whenever I chop it down, format of video content is actually a blast to create. So let me know if you guys want to see more of this, because no matter what, it's going to be coming out. And if you want to see more of it, like or subscribe. And if you want to be notified, if I do go live on live streams, I do plan on doing this kind of stuff on air. I got a nice little home studio right here I could live stream from. So let me know if you want to see that as well. And in the meantime, have a good day.